What's up, YouTube? It is I, Omega Knight 3, coming at you guys with a regional recap of Norcross regionals in Georgia that happened this past Sunday. And oddly enough, I decided to run gym nights. Me personally, I'm actually content with how the deck went. I ended up being X3, which was me personally, which I think was a damn good turnout. I mean, for a low tier deck. And I think my build was probably the most competitive gym night build, if any competitive gym night build is out there. But I will go in after I'm going to a deck profile, then I'm gonna talk about my matches. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, guys, just so you know, it's gonna be a little taggy because I've been doing some rearranging and stuff, and I actually didn't want to do a recap video, but I was like, fuck it. So, let's get into the monsters. We had the Knights, triple Gem Knight Garnet, one of my favorite Gem Knights. 3 Gem Knight Tourmalines, 2 Gem Knight Sapphires, 3 Obsidians, 3 Ambers, MVP of the day. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Yes, 3 Gem Knight Turtles. As most any Gem Knight player will tell you guys, we need to see Gem Knight Fusion as soon as possible, as fast as possible. And I know Gem Turtle is extremely slow, but god damn it, we need this motherfucker. So yes, 3 Gem Turtles. And on to the tech ends, we have 2 Trags, 1 Gores, 2 Volcanic Shells. Now I was running at 3. I decided to run 2 because I'm going to tell y'all the theory. It works the same way. It's kind of similar with Tengus. You don't want to open up with 2 of these because if you do, you lose. So with that being said, I decided to drop it down to 2, so the probability of me opening up with 2 is extremely low. So that way I search, so that way I can search the other one with these. And plus, the Shell's only purpose in this deck is to help us keep card advantage. And for the most part, he serves no other purpose. So that's why I decided to drop down 2. And it actually worked out pretty damn well. So moving on to Maxi, MVP of the deck. Guys, with any fusion and with this particular deck with Gem Knights, we minus a lot. And so with that being said, we need to draw cards as many as possible, as fast as possible. So this was an excellent tech. Maxi is perfect with this particular build because I run no background in this build. And I'll explain that later. And then, of course, we have 2 Rescue Rabbits, which is the reason why I run the Vanillas. On to the spells. Monster Reborn, double MST, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, triple Forbidden Lance, and of course, the most feared magic card in the whole game, Gem Knight Fusion. So that's all for the main deck. Now to the extra deck. We have the Gore's Token. We got Gem Knight Pearl, DT Super. We got Shockmaster. I actually made this guy well, I only made him like one time, and I got game with him. So there are some rare occasions where we do make this guy Shockmaster. So and the moment that I did, it helped me get game. So one big guy, MVP of the day. Every time I brought him out, I didn't lose. 1 Fairy King Albert. I tried him out. I actually never brought him out. I just wanted to put him in there just to try him out, but I never really chanced to make him. So yeah, I made him in playtest sessions and actually kind of helped me win games. But he was just a tech in. He's coming out later on. So, but yeah. On to the fusions, we have double Aquamarine, MVP of the day. Aquamarine saved my behind in so many games. Lord Jesus, I love Aquamarine. Next, on to the main man, Gem Knight Citrine. Lord Jesus, I love this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all about Gem Knight Citrine later on. But goddamn, I was making motherfuckers sweat with this dude here. Oh my goodness, I love this motherfucker. Then we got 1 Gem Knight Ruby. Then triple Prism War. 1 Steel Swan Roach. And Deathstroke. I actually never made Roach because I thought I was going to face dragons, and I did not. And on to the side deck. We have Double Royal Decree. In this deck, guys, I run no back row. This is basically an extremely aggro deck, and I rely on hand traps. And personally, with any Gem Knight player would tell you, we do not like back row whatsoever, at all. And with those heavy back row decks, Decree kind of stops things in their tracks. And of course, we got Double Shot of Prison for those dark decks, i.e. Dark Royals, Grave Keepers. 2 goals in matches. I don't think 3 is necessary. 2 is sufficient. Against those decks that run different attributes. Leech in the Light, MVP of the day against, helped me win 2 of my rounds. Lord Jesus, I played 2 Light Sworn decks. Who the motherfuckers was upset? I mainly decided this against Agents, any Light decks, and Chaos Dragons. Because Chaos Dragons run a lot of Light monsters, and teammate of mine told me to put these in, and they actually never failed me. 2 system downs for Machina Gears or Gear Gears. 3rd space. 2 Prohibition for, this is my personal take against those rogue decks, or really any deck. This is probably the most versatile card. With the way the format is now, it's probably the most diverse card you could use in this particular format. You can side against anything. And of course, finish off with the 2 Veilers. Now on to the tournament. Started off kind of rocky as hell. Round 1 I played Macro Rabbit. Now with this deck I rely heavily on the Grave. My Grave is my toolbox. Round 1 he opened up broke. He had the Rabbit, made goddamn Logia, set 4 back row in turn. I tried to summon Armadillo, he warning. And then I was like, then I tried to play Gem Knight Fusion, chain Macro Cosmos, and I was like, oh. And it was just, he didn't even use a negate with Logia. Logia just was still there. It was just. Game 2, I pulled out a win, surprisingly. I can't remember what I did. All I remember was I baited out his Logia negates with Gem Knight Fusion. And then I went into Rabbit, made Pearl, ran over his Logia, and I just sat on Pearl. Like, he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't get over Pearl. Pearl was just getting in there. And round 3, he got it once again. Macrocosmos. I sided in 2 Veilers and Decrees. Didn't see none of them motherfuckers. And he took it. Round 2, once again, another Macro Rabbit. Pretty much it went the same way. We went 3 games. Game 1, this motherfucker, Rabbit, he set 2 back row. One of them was warning, and the other one, I can't remember what the other one was. He won that one. Game 2, I got him with Citrine, poked him, blah, blah, blah. Poked him to death with Citrine. He couldn't do nothing. I had Lances, stop everything he had, so. Game 3, what happened? He read Rabbit, Doka, and I saw Turtle, and that's all we can say from there. Doka, it was a loss. But anyway, round 3, I went against Light Sworn. This was an interesting match. In this particular round, we went 3 games. Game 1, he doubled JD and kicked my ass. Game 2, I double Citrine him and poked him to death. And game 3, he hit me. Oh, against game 3 was so delicious. He fucking around. He pulled out 1 JD, hit me, cleared my field, blow it, hit me for 3,000. I was like, whew, all right. Game 2, had him leeching the lights. No, I'm sorry, game 3. Gem Knight Fusion to Sue Citrines, leeching the light. Done! And then he showed his hand. He had Gore's air trash. So yeah, pulled out the win on that. Round 4, played another Light Sworn deck. This time I took out this dude. Basically Citrine, Legion of Light. So yeah. Oh, he tried to. He actually misplayed his mark because he actually could have chained before I entered the battle phase with Necro Gardener and stopped one of my 6-range attacks, but he didn't. And so, yeah, because if he had used Gardener's effect prior to the battle phase, he actually would have survived. But so sad for him. But anyway, after that, round 5, play wind-ups. Alright, 2 old wind-ups thanks to Maxi and Trag. And that's pretty much it. Just Maxi, Trag. Game 2, I decided to put the goals in matches just in case. But they didn't show I didn't need them, so yeah. After that, round 6. I played a what did I play round 6? Oh, I played a little Plant Synchros. And I beat that with Maxi. Maxi. It goes in match. 2 old him, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, because hell, they didn't run no back row, so we just went in freely. Because you know, when Gym Nights had no back row to fill, we all in there. All right, round 7, I played Frog Monarchs. I got 2 old by Frog Monarchs for the simple fact of Caius was kicking my ass. Every time I dropped track, this nigga had Caius. Rude peg, I was like, fuck. And I just couldn't get in for no reason. Game 2, I started 2 Veilers, Prohibitions, didn't see none one of them. And same thing, this game 2, he pulled out fucking Lad. So I was extra fucked. So yeah, so that's how that went. I was so salty about that shit. Final round, I played a Chaos anti-meta deck. It had like tour guys and BLS and shit. And I beat that. I 2-0'd that, surprisingly, because, well, not surprisingly, because, I mean, against an anti-meta deck, when you're playing a deck that's not particularly meta, it's kind of counterproductive. But anyway, the dude was really cool. He was a really cool dude. He actually admired my build. He was like, you know, shout outs to this guy. He was a really very chill guy. But yeah, ended up being X3, came in 59th. We gonna say 59th. But honestly, I was not mad throughout the whole day. I was actually glad with this. And I actually got a lot of attention in most of my matches. A lot of people were spectating around me and was seeing like, oh my god, he's playing Gym Nights. And like in the games where I was winning and swarming the field, dudes was like just, oh wow. So I got a lot of people's numbers. Probably picked up some few subscribers. Guys, if you're watching, I thank you a lot. Real quick, do some shout outs. Shout outs to the Unique Alliance. 2 of their members topped. Lois Solar Prime made 9th. And Chris Dreyer 55597, he made 6th. No, was it 15th? 15th. But anyway, he topped. So with Psychic deck. So shout outs to him, those 2 particular players, and the whole Unique Alliance team. Also shout out to my team, which is the YG Mafia. I don't think none of us. I think the only members that played was me, Flea, and Dion, and
Cross.
Yeah, Cross, and we all scrubbed out. But yeah, shout outs to those guys. Love y'all guys to death. Oh, and also a special shout out to MCode40. The reason why I want to shout this guy out because this build, this Gym Night build, is actually based off his build. Of course, there have been some dramatic changes because at the time he made this build, it was a completely different format. And the reason why I like his build because I understand his play of not running back row because this is a very aggro deck and we need to draw cards and get in there. So, and with that being said, shout out to MCode40 and that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you next time when we get Zirconia and start kicking some ass. And yeah, so this has been Omega 93 signing out.